Let's make some Dollar Tree canvas Santa sacks using Sublimation and Cricut Design Space. The first step for our little Santa sack is to go ahead and download the cut files off of Creative Fabrica. As always, they are linked down below so you can grab them as well. I'm going to go on over to Upload Image, Browse, and I did go ahead and unzip my files ahead of time. If you don't know how to do that, I'll put it on the screen here, but essentially you're going into your file folder. You are going to right-click on it. You're going to select Extract All, and then you're going to select Extract, and there you go. It is now in an unzipped file format. So I'm going to upload it as a complex image. We're going to continue. This is fine. I'm going to apply and continue. You can go ahead and change the name if you want so that it's easy to find, and select Print Then Cut Image. I'm going to be creating a sublimation version of this, but if you were to be using vinyl, which you absolutely could do for this project as well, make sure you select Cut Image instead of Print Then Cut. Now I'm going to add it to canvas, and changing the size a little bit, it just kind of pops open very large when I upload a PNG. The next step is sizing my little canvas bags. I am doing a mini version of it this year, but you can also purchase large blank ones. These ones are super cute. I got them in a 2-pack from my local Dollar Tree, and they are 100% polyester, which means I can sublimate on them, infusible ink, all of those fun things. So I don't want it to be larger or wider than 6 inches, and then it can go up to 12. Whenever you are adding to a print then cut image, make sure you highlight over all of it and select flatten. This is going to combine your entire image together and make sure that everything stays exactly where it is. So that's perfect. They're both flattened and they've both been made into one print then cut image. So now we're ready to go ahead and make it. We're going to print them out on 2 separate sublimation papers, so make sure to mirror image for both of them. And we can continue. I'm going to send it to printer, and we are selecting my sublimation printer. I prefer to turn off the bleed, but again, it's totally up to your personal preference. Now the settings for my sublimation printer are already saved as a preset, and I have shown exactly how to do that, the settings I use, and how to optimize your sublimation printer and ink for the most vibrant sublimation prints. And I will leave that linked above, as well as in the description below, my whole sublimation playlist, so that you can find all of those videos. As always, I use the A-Sub sublimation paper. This is by far the top one in the sublimation world and my favorite. Here's where I keep my sublimation printer. So I'm going to go ahead and load my paper in, and it's ready to go. So we're going to do print. Beautiful. That's the first one printed. For some reason this looks really big. Guess it works. Okay, and then we have one more. Perfect, so we have that done. First one, we're just going to go ahead and cut out the border, because this is also a sublimation ink, so if you leave the black registration marks, they will transfer into the garment. I have learned that the hard way when I made a mug once, and I did not quite understand how sublimation worked, and it transferred onto the mug. So make sure you cut out the registration marks. Now you could get your Cricut to cut this out. Sometimes I do that depending on what I'm making. But since we're just kind of doing like a rough little one today, I'm using my scissors. These scissors are awesome. Cece actually sent them to me, so shout out to you, Cece. Thank you. I love them. They are bigger than the Cricut scissors, which I like because maybe I have bigger hands. I don't know, but it works great. Okay, so that is cut out. Now what we want to do is get our little canvas bags. We're going to lay this on top, and then we're going to tape it down with some heat tape. This is just the Cricut brand one from Michael's that I picked up, and then I put it in just this regular tape dispenser that I have. It's just a lot easier than just cutting it off the roll. So go ahead and place it wherever you want it and start taping it down. I think I'm going to put it like a little bit higher. That way when things are in it and it's kind of like slumped down at the bottom, it's not covering it. So just stick it on there, enough so it's not moving around. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. I'm using my industrial heat press, so I don't really need to worry about it moving around. If I was using my Cricut Easy Press, I probably would tape it down a little bit better than this, but not a huge deal. These are really fun. I was going to do them as trick-or-treat bags originally on Halloween, and you know, that just escaped me with everything going on. And then I wanted to do it as a little gift bag for my best friend. Her birthday is right before Christmas, but I thought if I made one kid one of these, I have to make it for the other. I can't just give one of them it, so, you know, gotta make a few of them now. My nieces and nephews are going to love it as well when I make them theirs. So now we're ready to press these. I'm going to just move them over and we're ready to get going. My heat press is set up to 385 degrees and it is for 60 seconds. So I'm going to lay this on some parchment paper, then put my next one over top, and, ooh, what is happening there? Okay. Let me just flatten it. I want it to be flat. Perfect. We're ready to press it. If it's not going to move around, that would be nice. Okay, hold on. It's moving around a little too much. These would be cute little wine bags to make as well. Or like just gift bags. Maybe for like a Christmas gift exchange. That would be cool. I think for work we're going to be doing a little gift exchange and I might do something like this for them. We're pressing this for 60 seconds at 385 degrees. So we're going to let it do its thing. You can also just tape these in the meantime while you're waiting, but this one's already done, so we will be back once it's done pressing. Perfect. Take this one off. Move it aside to cool down so that I can peel it up. And while that's cooling down, I'm going to press the next one. So the exact same thing. I love being able to do multiple at once. So if you're doing it for your business, it's great to just prep them all, turn on your press, and then just honestly like bang them out. Like 1, 2, 3, like just get them done. So this one is cooling down, but I always am just so excited to look at what it looks like. So we're gonna peel it up. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. Wow, I love how it turned out. Oh, one thing I totally forgot about was it will leak through to the other side. So putting a piece of parchment paper in the middle would have been a good idea. Now, I don't really care because I'm not putting anything on the back side and it's for kids, so it doesn't really matter. But for this next one, I'm gonna have the same issue. You see how the ink leaked through because there are really tiny holes in this, right? So something to definitely consider. You could put like a piece of parchment paper folded inside here just to protect if it's going to have the ink leaking through. But super cute little present Santa sack. And these would be really fun if they were larger as well. And honestly, I don't want to wait. I'm just going to peel it up, I think. Oh, it's so cute. Wow, I love it. Let's see if this one leaked through. Yeah, this one definitely leaked through as well, but again, that's totally fine. Oh my gosh, so cute. If you are making these, make sure you put parchment paper. Like you could just fold it, let's say like this. And then slide it on the inside of the bag. Just try to get it as flat as possible. That's why I'm saying fold it or cut it. And then flatten it, and then you get a press. It's not going to leak through. So that's what I would have done if I thought about it properly. So make sure you do that if you're doing the same thing that I'm doing here. So cute though. I love how these turned out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for tons more crafty and Cricut content. I post Craftmas crafting videos every single day in the month of December. So we'll see you tomorrow in the next Craftmas video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!